everybody, it's your girl, The Crystal Method, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, we're back because Marvel has started its fourth series, Hawkeye. We've had WandaVision, we've had Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we've had Loki, and now we are finishing off with the badass Archer in his own series, appropriately called Hawkeye. We have Jeremy Renner back as Hawkeye, and we are now introducing the character of Kate Bishop, which if you are a fan of the Young Avengers like I am, you're very familiar with her and her role as far as Hawkeye is concerned. And she's being played by the very amazing actress Haley Steinfeld, who, if you are a fan of Spider-Man, you might be familiar with her voice because she did play Gwen Stacy in Spider-Verse. So I'm back. We're going to discuss the first 3 episodes. And as always, I'm going to give a little disclaimer here. If you haven't seen the episodes yet, please proceed with caution as there might be some spoilers. But if you don't care, then that's okay too. And just want to thank you as well for tuning in again. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel or follow me on Instagram, and also make sure to like and comment in the videos so I can know what you're thinking about. So in this series, it seems like Hawkeye is getting a real lesson in what they mean when they say, don't let your past come back and bite you in the ass. The first episode starts off with giving us a glimpse, or more so a taste, of who Kate Bishop really is. Turns out that her encounter with Hawkeye later on in the series wasn't exactly her first one. It started off after the Battle of New York that happened approximately 10 years ago in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's timeline. Kate is living in New York with both of her parents at the time when they experienced the destruction and aftermath that came with the Battle of New York that was started by none other than Loki. They cut to a scene that I thought was really, really cool. It took me back to that moment when I was watching the Avengers movie for the first time, which, oh my God, chills. It was so amazing. Anyway, it cuts to a scene where Kate sees Hawkeye in action. He's going up against all the Chitauri, shooting bam, bam, like everywhere, crazy, doing all the little trick shots, everything. And you see in that moment where Kate is feeling that inspiration, that whoa moment of like, I want to be like him, in that scene, which was just awesome, which in parallel to the comic book, that's kind of exactly what happened. She sees Hawkeye's like, I want to be like him. And we got to see that moment, which I think was so great on Marvel's part. Fast forward 10 years later, we are now in present day New York, where Hawkeye, or Clint, is with his family. He's just trying to live his life as a normal guy. After all the events from Endgame, he just wants to be with his family. But you get to see the changes that happened after. It's almost like the Avengers, it's almost like they became godlike after that. Hawkeye doesn't see himself that way. He just sees himself as this regular person, a husband, a father, just some dude. Like, even he says, like, I'm not a role model. Like, he doesn't see himself as the hero that we, the audience, or even Kate Bishop see him as. So while this is going on, we get to see what's going on in Kate Bishop's life at the same time. We find out Kate Bishop is a rich kid. She's about to be suspended from school because she destroyed a one-of-a-kind clock tower / bell. We find out that her mother has been widowed due to the events from the Battle of New York. Her dad unfortunately died during these events. And we also find out that she has a jackass of a boyfriend that she's about to marry, which coincidentally, she did not tell Kate that she was engaged to. And might I mention, he has a very weird obsession with swords. So Kate's mom invites Kate to go to this charity event. And while at the charity event, Kate happens to find out that there's some sort of black market auction going on downstairs, which they are auctioning off a lot of Avengers artifacts that were found in the tower. One of these items that they're auctioning off happens to be Ronin's sword. And right at that moment, as they were bidding on it, well, more so Jack was in a bidding war with his uncle, the Tracksuit Mafia crashes the party, and they are looking for a very specific item. As far as what that specific item is, they just say it's a watch. We don't know who this watch belongs to or what it does. or why it's so important. So in a desperate attempt to save herself, protect herself, and make sure that she's not being seen that she was downstairs spying on her soon-to-be stepfather, Kate comes across Ronan's suit. Yes, this was an item that was being planned to be auctioned off as well. So Kate puts on the suit. People think Ronan is back. All of Ronan's enemies are like, hey, Ronan's back. We're going to kill him now. And they're after Kate now. And word gets to Hawkeye that Ronan is back. And that sets him up to be like, wait a minute, who's wearing my suit? Who's back as me, technically, in my suit? He's now stuck cleaning up Kate's mess and all of this.